Hello, everyone. This is MOTO from Iconic Sports Agency. Today is July 9th. It is a Thursday. I'd like to talk a lot about sports. A lot has been going on these past week. J-League just started last weekend. No spectators, but they are off and running. Baseball has been going for the past couple of weeks, and it's been looking good. But the only concern that I have is that starting tomorrow, from the 10th, all baseball games and soccer games, they are going to have spectators in their ballparks and stadiums. They will limit to have a maximum of 5,000 people per stadiums and ballparks. But like I said, the only problem that I have is that the number for the people who have gotten infected by the COVID-19 virus has been increasing. Meaning, yesterday there were 75 people, but before that, for the past almost maybe 5-6 days, the number had been triple digits. And like I said, today they haven't announced it yet, but I don't think it will be looking good. So the timing of putting spectators in these ballparks and stadiums, it's not, I don't think it's good. And that worries me a lot. I know that they have their guidelines and protocols for all their stadiums, but to be honest, at first I did like the idea because we're not going to get rid of coronavirus in the long run. I mean, we will have to coexist with the virus. So we will have to find a way to watch sports again with the coronavirus going around. But it's just probably the timing wise, it's not the right time right now. There is golf going on right now. In the men's golf is played over in Ibaraki Prefecture. It's a 2-day tournament. It's actually an exhibition game. It was supposed to be a tournament, but because of the situation, they had to downsize it to an exhibition game. And it will be played today and tomorrow. In that matter, there was an article saying that there were 274 people. They're players or staffs or members all related to that tournament. 274 people were tested negative. So at least in that term, they are okay to go and play. No spectators, so I guess so it should be fine. But I do worry about the situation that we are in. And like I said, I would love to see sports, baseball, soccer, golf, everything back to its normal self. But right now, it's just the timing. It's not, I don't think it's the right timing. But everything has to move on. So I just hope that it won't create another havoc. And I just hope everything is all good and safe. Another news that was announced was that Japan is trying to ease the entry restrictions coming into Japan for athletes and anybody who would participate in any of sport events or any tournaments that will be held in Japan. This is because of, I think they're getting ready for the Olympics for next year, which so they can get top world-ranked players to come and compete in Japan. For instance, like golf, half of the Japan tour are foreigners, so they need to ease a little bit of the restrictions. So a lot of like say Korean players, they can't get in Japan right now because they have restrictions for them to come into the country. So the announcement was saying that they're working on it. So hopefully they get to work, and hopefully within a couple of months we get to see more world-class sport events and sport tournaments. This is actually a great thing because Japan has just lost billions of yen because of the cancellation of the Olympics for this year. Just because they have it for next year doesn't mean they're going to make that up. Already, we are in a lot of debt right now. So hopefully things turn around. And I think I said this before. I really don't think we're going to have the Olympics next year in Japan. But if things get better, not just the coronavirus, but also economy-wise, I think there is a slight chance that we may have it here. And I'm just crossing my fingers and I just hope that we will get to see all these games played in Tokyo. And another good news about the Olympics, but I think it's only for the Japanese citizens. First of all, citizens in Japan were able to buy tickets for the Olympic Games. It goes through a lottery pick, and if you're lucky, you get to buy the seats for the games that you chose. And you would have to pay in advance. So a lot of people already paid for their seats for the Olympic Games, but like I said, it got canceled. And at one point, they said it wasn't going to be refunded, and that was a joke. So what happened was now the tickets are still active for next year, so you can actually use it for next year. But some people wasn't sure and they wanted a refund for it, and there were talks about trying to resell it, but they had troubles with that because the ticket already has their name on it, I guess. So it has whoever picks up the tickets would have to have the same name and ID to pick up those tickets. So there were a lot of problems with that. Now they are saying that you can get them refunded. So now we may have a second chance of winning the seats for the Olympic Games. That's a good thing for us, actually, because I actually tried it and I didn't win the lottery, unfortunately, but I may try again for the second time, and I don't think everybody's gonna sell their tickets, but I know some people will because they might not be able to go see it for next year. You know, they might have some other plans for next year. I don't know. So there are gonna be a little more seats that will be opened up, and yeah, it would be fortunate for some of us. So we will have to see how it goes. And just now, I just got an update of how many people were infected by the COVID-19 virus today in Tokyo. And I just can't believe the number that they just showed. It says here that there are more than 220 people that were infected. It's the most in the past couple of weeks, months maybe. Like I said, it's not looking good. The timing is so bad right now. I don't know if it's a good thing to hang out in Tokyo right now. But if you do need to go to Tokyo, please be safe. Be careful. Put a mask on all the time. And just keep your distance with people. That's the only thing I could say. It's not looking good in Japan right now. I know there are other countries that might be worse than that, but right now it's not looking good. Today my topic had a lot of negative thoughts. I'd like to apologize for that. It's just that there's a lot of frustration. I know I'm not the only one. Everybody in the whole world have the same feeling towards this COVID-19 situation. I hope it gets better, but I know that if we can get a vaccine for it, it won't help solve everything because we will still have to coexist with the virus. But at least I think people will feel safe about it. And I think people will start to go out more. We know that there's something that would help us cure from the virus. And I just think we need a little more patience and a positive attitude so we can get through this pandemic. I hope I can talk again soon. Everybody, please stay safe and hopefully I will see you next week. See you again soon. Bye bye.